Well, looks like we got a terrible show tonight. Hazard. My topic tonight is called Hazard in Houston is Netflix ready. And I was going to talk about Sabu saying that how WWE Hall of Fame is bullshit and what would it be future be like for WWE in 2025. The finals Raw end of the era tonight. Thank you. All I'll say is thank you USA Network. And World's End AEW's World's End was just garbage. Like all I can say last Saturday. And Sabu, I think Sabu has a point that WWE Hall of Fame is kind of BS. I think he's right. And let's see. Yeah, I'll break all of that down tonight. See if next. I think see it. Yeah, see about that. Netflix ready. But before I remember before I do, wait, hold on. I'm gonna open up the show a little music since a lot of you know that leading up to a new year. I'm gonna open up the show Boys the Man's hit single from 1991. It's hard to say goodbye to yesterday since we're to and this song is for all the people that we lost this year. All the celebrities we lost. And Jimmy Carter, Greg Gumbel, Linda Lavin, shocking passing, man. Songs for all the celebrities we lost this year. All the celebrities. It's hard to say goodbye both from Boys Man from 1991. So stick around, right back here it is. Boys Man, it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday for all the celebrities we lost this year since we're leading up to a new year, 2025. So stick around right now and give you go down with my review. Get the music set up and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's for all the celebrities that we lost this year in 2024. To New Year 2025. Yeah, rest in peace to all of them. All celebrities we lost. Tragic. It's hard to say goodbye by Boys the Man. Time hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Goodbye to all celebrities. Goodbye this year. And thank you WWE and thank you USA Network for all you done for Monday Night Raw 1993 2024. Let's get down to business for tonight's show. Okay, then now together forever the WWE video that leads us into the show. We see an overhead shot of the Toyota Center. This is a 1,203, 203rd and final episode of Raw on the USA Network. Pre-show rivals Seth freaking Rollins is shown arriving in the arena early today. The man he will face to face with CM Punk is also shown arriving. Ringside, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett are standing at ringside. Tessitore states that this is the final episode of Raw on the USA Network. SmackDown will be on the USA Network. Raw will move to Netflix next Monday. Barrett says the first 90 minutes of Raw will be completely commercial free. Wow, 90 minutes. So they're not going 3 hours. So that means they're going 3 minutes and 2 hours. 2 hours and 90 minutes. Yeah, first 90 minutes of Raw will be completely commercial free. We expect to hear from main event Jey Uso to kick off the show. But New Day's music hits and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods walk to a massive booing from the crowd. They are both confused as New Day sucks chant picks up. Woods says they've done. Says they have done, but he's cut off by booing off the crowd by booing him down. They slowly head down the aisle and start to get in the ring. Kingston gets in the ring and wants Houston to understand something, but Houston isn't interested in what he is selling. Kingston says they have a limited amount of time, and the crowd keeps booing. They try to continue to speak, but the crowd keeps booing them down. Uso! Main event, Jey Uso makes his way to the ring for the crowd. The crowd is fired up. Yeah, Usos and New Day go way back. They got a history together. Usos get to the ringside and enters the ring to see a very confused and angry Kingston, and Woods is standing there. Uso leads the crowd into a loud yeet. Woods asks the crowd if they like Uso, and the crowd cheers. Woods starts to speak, but the crowd starts to boo him down again. Uso asks Houston to quiet down and listen to what this chump has to say. Woods says they go way back, but the crowd boos him again. Downright disrespectful, the crowd, aren't they? Crowd boos him again. Woods will not speak if the crowd boos him. And New Day sucks chant picks up. Uso says he goes way back with Woods and as with Kingston. Uso has one thing to say to them: New Day sucks. The crowd cheers in approval. Woods starts to menacingly walk toward Uso, but Kingston holds him back, and New Day leaves the ring. Uso says he has other problems to address, like Solo, the new bloodline, OTC will handle that. Uso has Drew McIntyre still messing with him and his brothers. Uso will handle that. Uso calls McIntyre out for a yeet down. Solo Sikoa appears on the screen, and Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga standing behind him. Sikoa tells Uso not to worry. They made their mark last Monday, marking the beginning of the end. Uso's boy Sami Zayn got too close and got dropped last Friday. Sikoa did what he had to do to get Reigns' attention. Then Jay and Jimmy made a big mistake by going back to Reigns after all he did for them. They should have came back to the real bloodline. This Ula Fala is going nowhere, and it will stay on the neck forever. Sikoa will destroy Reigns next Monday in a tribal combat match and remain a tribal chief. Uso and everyone else will acknowledge Sikoa. The crowd boos. Uso starts to speak, but Drew McIntyre comes through in the crowd and attacks him from behind. McIntyre takes his jacket off and stands over Uso. McIntyre says, Uso, call him out. What do you think of that? What will happen? McIntyre mounts Uso and punches away at him. McIntyre smiles as he stands over the fallen Uso. McIntyre goes up to the corner and sizes Uso up from the corner for counting down. McIntyre charges for a Claymore kick, but Uso super kicks him down. Uso punches away at McIntyre before McIntyre takes him down with a Glasgow kiss. McIntyre goes to the corner and looks to the Claymore kick, but WWE referees and officials run to stop him. The officials talk Drew McIntyre down and agrees to leave the ring. They accompany him aisle away, but McIntyre quickly turns and changes down the ring. McIntyre floors Uso with a vicious Claymore kick and tells Uso he is next. McIntyre leaves the ring and backs up the aisleway. The officials check on Uso in the ring. Gorilla position Kathy Kelly is backstage with an American Maid. She asks Gable about facing his former protege Otis next. Gable says he is sick of all the talk about him not winning the championship, having trouble with luchadors, and ducking Otis. Tonight, he is checking stuff off his bucket list. He's taking out Alpha Academy. Gable has taught Otis everything he knows. This is his final lesson. The master remains the master forever. The Creeds say they weren't just born and raised here. Ivanhoe says that they were made here. American May makes their entrance. Replay last week on Raw. Chad Gable easily defeated Akira Tozawa. Gable took it too far after the match, so Otis got involved. American May back off from Otis. Chad Gable, American May. Chad Gable. Next, we see this match. Chad Gable with American May, Brutus Creed, Julius Creed, and Ivan versus Otis with Alpha Academy, Akira Tozawa mixing the pre. Well, they put her back in as a babyface already. She was aligning with Candice LeRae. The bell rings and they circle the ring before Gable gets around him and clubs the back. Otis absorbs the club as well as some chops. Gable hooks with a side headlock, but Otis whips him off and shoulder tackles him down. Otis punches away at his former master in the corner. Otis presses Gable over his head and drops him down. Gable rolls out of the ring to recover. Gable recovers and yells at Tozawa and Dupree, who are lurking nearby. Otis grabs Gable and slams his face off the announce desk and whips him into the ring before sending him head first into the ring post. Otis gets Gable in the ring. Gable attacks Otis and he gets him in the ring and punches away at him. Otis reverses a whip and sends Gable staring first into the turnbuckles. Otis grabs Gable, but Gable pushes the hands off and hits a throat thrust. Otis quickly rolls under a clothesline and hits Gable with a lariat. Otis whips Gable into a corner and charges, but he hits a ring post shoulder first when Gable moves. Gable goes for a German suplex, but Otis gets out. Gable ties Otis' legs up in the ropes and hits a dragon screw. Gable goes right to work on the injured knee. Gable hits a knee breaker and applies a leg lock. Gable talks some fresh trash until Otis fights out. Gable rocks him with a dropkick, but Otis remains standing. Otis goes for a splash, but Gable moves and Gable hits the top rope, and goes for a diving headbutt, but Otis moves. Both men are down. Otis is first to his feet. Gable tries to run away, but Otis catches him and throws him across the ring. Otis clotheslines him twice before putting him in the corner and elbowing him. Otis clotheslines Gable down and going down again. The crowd gets going. Otis backs up and charges for a spear. Otis goes back to the corner and hits the caterpillar elbow drop. 1-2. Gable gets a foot on the bottom rope. The Creed brothers put Gable's foot on the bottom rope. Cesaro confronts them, but the Creeds easily beat him down for slamming him to the floor. Otis goes to the ringside and sends the Creeds into the timekeeper's area. Maxine then hits Nia with a threads press on the floor and punches away at her. Otis gets in the ring and Gable drop kicks Otis in the injured knee. Gable applies an ankle lock to Otis. Otis fights off the pain and turns it into his back before kicking Gable off. Gable holds onto the ankle and keeps the hold applied. Otis turns over and kicks Gable out of the ring. The Creed brothers get in the ring, but Otis easily sends them into the corner and sandwiches him with an avalanche. He hits Otis with an exploder on Gable into the Creed brothers. Otis rips off his shirt, and the crowd is loudly cheering him. Otis applies an ankle lock to the Gable. Gable screams in pain, but he turns over and kicks Otis in the head. Otis absorbs the shots and keeps the ankle lock applied. Gable manages to pull Otis' throat first into the middle rope. Gable hits a beautiful German suplex, and Otis heads to the top rope. Gable dives, but Otis swats him out of midair. Ivan Ivo grabs Otis' ankle and gets dragged into the ring. Otis looks confused. Gable takes Otis down and grapevines the leg as he applies the ankle lock. Otis screams in pain, but he is far from the ropes. Otis tries to fight off the pain. He has no choice to submit in the middle of the ring. Hold on a second. Okay. Winner by submission, Chad Gable. Boo. Boo that. Okay, we see a video package from Rhea Ripley. Rhea says 2024 was supposed to be Mommy's year. After a year-long reign, she walked into and out of WrestleMania as the Raw Women's World Champion. Then she took her eyes off the ball and she paid it since. As we approach the new year, one thing has became clear to her. After all the betrayal, backstage, and games from Liv Morgan, this has to end. Women's World Champion Liv Morgan says she promised to take everything from Rhea Ripley. That's what she ever did. Everything Ripley ever did to her, she did back to Rhea Ripley. Only the better. Ripley took her arm. She took Ripley's arm. She's right. She make a really good point there. Then she took her Raw Women's World Championship, her spot in the Judgment Day, and her man Dirty Dum Dum. Morgan says she's been having fun, but this does have to end. Ripley says Morgan cleared her of her dead weight that was holding her down. Ripley will return the favor by unburning her from the Raw Women's World Championship, the title that she's never lost. Um, wrong. That's no excuse. She last time I checked, she had a tie for 380 days since WrestleMania 39 last year. That's no excuse. I disagree with Rhea Ripley on this. And Morgan says she's been one step ahead. Every time Ripley thought she had her in the corner, it wasn't mommy on top. It was Morgan. Ripley says Morgan is cut us out of moves. No one can save her next Monday. This has to end. Then we'll see the Judgment Day's Clubhouse segment. Dirty Dum Dum, JD, and Carlito are talking. Mercedes says Letting Woman has had something up her sleeve. Raquel Rodriguez says she's not sure. Ben Balor says she's sure Lady Liv has a plan. Balor has a plan for the Royal Raiders and Damon Priest. They get fired up. Balor insincerely tells Rodriguez to let Morgan know he wishes her the best of luck next Monday. Backstage segment. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is shown talking to CM Punk. Elsewhere backstage, Zoe Stark is warming up for the Pure Fusion Collective. Dakota Kai and Io Sky are shown warming up. R-Truth versus Pete Dunne. As R-Truth makes his entrance, Pete Dunne attacks him in the aisleway. Dunne mounts R-Truth and punches away at him. WWE officials and referees run down to pull Dunne off R-Truth. Dunne shouts, "I'm nobody's Butch." Dunne is pulled away. Kathy Kelly goes up to Io Sky and Dakota Kai of Damage Control. She asks if they have considered that they could face each other in the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Dakota Kai says she cannot wait to knock Zoe Stark out of this tournament after what Pure Fusion Collective did to Kairi Sane. Well, you're no saint either. Or the rest of you, Io and Dakota. Io Sky says if she faces Kai in the finals, that would be great. Kelly asks Sky about facing Lyle Valkyrie. Sky says Valkyrie has her respect, but tonight is not her night. This night belongs to Damage Control. Wrong. This is the 44th TV sellout and the sixth overall event sold out in 2024. Zoe Stark comes out with Pure Fusion Collective by her side, and she heads to the ring alone. 2 weeks ago on Raw, PFC visually took out Kairi Sane backstage, eliminating her from the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Now we see here's next. Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament semifinal match, Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai. The bell rings and Kai immediately takes Stark down with a pump kick. Kai clubs away at Stark. Stark reverses a whip to the corner and hits some shoulder thrust into the midsection. Kai reverses a whip into the opposite corner and tries for a monkey flip. But Stark lands on her feet. Kai quickly clotheslines Stark down and sweeps the feet before kneeling her into the chest. Kai goes for a suplex on the apron, but Stark blocks it and hits a German superkick. Stark attempts a German suplex on the apron, but Kai gets out and Stark lifts Kai. But Kai slides into the ring and kicks her in the head, but Kai hits the ropes, but Stark wipes her out with a springboard missile dropkick. Then we go to the picture-in-picture commercial break. Stark goes to ringside and taunts Kai with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Stark gets Kai and screen freezing up again. See where I was. Yeah, start see where I was. I'm sorry again. The bell rings. Kai immediately takes Stark down with a pump kick. Kai clubs and goes away as Stark reverses a whip to the corner and hits some shoulder thrust to the midsection. Kai reverses a whip into the corner, tries a monkey flip, but Stark lands on her feet. Kai could clothesline Stark down and sweeps the feet before kneeling her in the chest. Kai goes for a suplex on the apron, but Stark locks it and hits a German suplex. Stark attempts a German suplex on the apron, but Kai gets out. Stark lifts Kai. Kai slides into the ring and kicks her in the head. Kai hits the ropes, but Stark wipes her out with a springboard missile dropkick. Picture in picture commercial break. This is where I had it here. Stark goes to the ringside and talks Kai with Women's Intercontinental Championship. Stark gets Kai in the ring and attacks her, but Stark drives her in the ropes and chokes her. Stark takes her down hard and steps on face to face. Kai counters a vertical suplex into the cradle for a 2 count. Stark pops up and hits 2 count. Stark applies a neck vice and tries to fight out. Stark keeps her grounded and applies a chin. Kai fights up. Back from the breaks, Stark takes Kai down and saunters around the ring. Stark kicks Kai in the face a few times and talks some trash. Kai blocks a punch. And forearms away at Stark. Kai hits a pair of clotheslines before blocking a kick and sweeping her down. Kai hits a roper ractor followed by a Dakota kick to the face. Kai hits a face wash boot into the corner and picks her up for a near fall. Kai puts Stark on her shoulders, but Stark slides off and hits an explosive double underhook suplex. Kai knees Kai in the face for a near fall. Wow. Stark goes for a powerbomb, but Kai counters with a roll up 1-2. Stark buddies kicks out. Kai gets up, but Stark floors her with a rolling Death Valley driver followed by a kick to the face for a near fall. Stark slaps the mat into frustration. Stark mounts Kai and punches away at her, and Kai reverses a whip and puts Stark on the apron. Stark avoids the attack but goes for a springboard move, but Kai super kicks out of her mid-air and connects. Kai connects with us. Go to kick for the win. Winner by pinfall, Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai advances to the tournament to the Women's Intercontinental Champion tournament. She will face the winner of Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyrie. Video. A look back at Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. Raw debuted on the USA Network all the way back in January 1993. Some iconic moments are showcased. Raw general manager Adam Pearce is shown talking to Seth freaking Rollins. Elsewhere, we see Lyra Valkyrie warming up. John Cena's farewell tour starts next Monday on Raw on Netflix. It's gonna be epic. The Judgment Day makes their entrance. They'll be in action next. Gonna go commercial break. Last Monday on Raw, the War Raiders helped Damian Priest fight off the Judgment Day. The 6-man tag team match: the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Jaden McDonough, and Dirty Dum Dum, with Carlito versus World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, and Damian Priest. Damian Priest will start the match against Finn Balor. They circle the ring and Priest attacks Mysterio before he gets in the ring. Ring to attack. Balor attacks Priest, but Priest easily gets the better of him. Balor quickly tags in McDonough, and Priest takes McDonough and Priest takes McDonough down and tags Eric in. Eric clotheslines McDonough down. Eric grabs him, but McDonough elbows out. Eric quickly comes back with a big slam. Mysterio runs in, but Eric scoops and slams him. Eric ducks a clothesline from Balor and hits another scoop slam. Ivar tags in. Eric body slams McDonough and slams Ivar into him. Ivar puts McDonough in the corner and punches him down. Eric tags back in and knees McDonough in the midsection. Eric rocks him with the right hand, punches away at him in the corner. Eric whips him with his sternum first into the turnbuckles, and McDonough goes down hard. Ivar tags back in, and Eric is immediately tagged in, giving War Raiders a few moments of legal tandem action. They lift McDonough, but Balor pulls him down on the apron. The War Raiders then knock Balor and McDonough off the apron. Then we go to a little commercial break. Picture-in-picture commercial break. Eric gets McDonough in the ring and scares Carlito away. Hold on a second. Eric McDonough gets in the ring and scares Carlito away. Eric gets in the ring apron and elbows Mysterio in the face. Eric knocks McDonough down and Balor pulls Eric off the apron. Mysterio tags in and gets Eric in the ring. Mysterio stomps away at Eric and shimmies in the ring a la Eddie Guerrero. Mysterio stops up at three. Up to three amigos. One amigo, two amigos. Eric blocks the third. Mysterio punches Eric in the midsection and gets him into the corner. Balor tags in and strikes him away at Eric. Madonna tags in and hits a snapmare. Balor tags in and hits a slingshot snap. Mysterio tags in and hits a slingshot senton bomb. McDonough then tags in and hits a springboard leg moonsault for a 2 count. Balor tags in. Balor tags back in and punches away at Eric. Back from the break, Eric fights McDonough off. Balor tags in and hits a falling elbow drop. Balor elbows Eric in the head and applies a rear chin lock. Eric fights back up and tries to make a tag, but Balor cuts him off. Balor attacks Priest and knocks him off the apron. Eric tackles Balor to the midsection, and Ivar tags in. Hold on a second. Okay. So, yeah. See, we are back from the break. Eric fights off. Sorry, lost track. Back from the break. Eric fights McDonough off. Balor tags in and hits a falling elbow drop. Balor elbows Eric in the head and applies a rear chin lock. Eric fights off and tries to make a tag. Balor cuts him off. Balor attacks the Priest and knocks him off the apron. Eric tackles back into the corner and Ivar tags in. Ivar hits McDonough with a body drop for knocking Mysterio off the apron. Ivar hits Balor with a sidewall slam followed by a basement crossbody block. Balor avoids an avalanche. But Ivar quickly comes back with a senton. Ivar cartwheels around around an attack from Freddy McDonough, wipes out with a spin kick. Ivar gets in a war chant going and tries it before Bronco Buster, but Balor avoids it. Balor quickly grabs the ankle, but he can't stop Ivar from tagging Priest. Priest charges in, Balor tags Mysterio before leaving the ring. Priest tees off Mysterio and McDonough. Priest slams McDonough and hits Mysterio with a flatliner. Priest elbows Mysterio in the face before hitting a clothesline. Priest knocks Balor off the apron and gets the crowd going. Priest turns Mysterio inside with a big lariat. Priest grabs Mysterio by the throat. He is distracted by Carlito. Mysterio blocks chop. Mysterio chop blocks Priest down. At ringside, Eric punches the apple out of Carlito's mouth. Eric hits McDonough hits Eric with an outside moonsault. Ivar then sandwiches McDonough into the barricade with a basement crossbody block. In the ring, Mysterio counters a Razor's Edge, homage to the late Scott Hall Razor Ramon. Driving Priest into the mat, Mysterio goes for a 619, but Priest catches him with a spinning south of heaving for the win. And the winners are the Royal Raiders and Damian Priest. Priest celebrates on the turnbuckles, but Balor rips him down. Carlito holds Priest's leg on the bottom rope, but Balor attacks it. Balor hit his to the top rope, but the Royal Raiders scare him away. The Judgment Day walks off, but Balor says it's not over until he says it is. Yeah, Finn Balor says this is not over, not by a long shot. Well, looks like it is to me. But it looks like it is over to Damian Priest, but who knows? A furious main event, Jey Uso is walking backstage. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce stops him and says he personally escorts Drew McIntyre out of the ring. Next week on Netflix, Jey Uso will face Drew McIntyre. Elsewhere backstage, we see CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins pacing in separate locations. They go face to face later tonight. Video, another Zero logo appears. It appears to be a luchador's mask. Commercial break. Fanatics Fest NYC is coming in June 2025. Ludwig Kaiser calls out Braun Breaker. Ludwig Kaiser is in the ring. Kaiser demands their gratitude for himself. He knows each peasant in WWE. The universe knows what he belongs at the top of the food chain in WWE. Ludwig Kaiser is A in everything. He is European elegance and demands that Braun Breaker walk down the aisle. Sheamus' music hits, and the Celtic Warrior hits the ring for the first time since Survivor Series War Games. Kaiser broke his ribs at that event. Sheamus runs down to the ring and attacks Kaiser. Sheamus punches him away at Kaiser and presses him against the ropes. Kaiser digs his thumbs into Sheamus' eyes and attacks the rib. Sheamus backs up in pain, but he takes Kaiser down. Sheamus gets the crowd going, but Kaiser floors Kaiser with a bro kick. Sheamus stands tall in the ring. Kaiser licks his wounds at ringside. Backstage segment. Rey Mysterio Backstage segment. Rey Mysterio and the LWO are with Alpha Academy. Mysterio says he knows Otis will whip Chad Gable's ass next time. Alpha Academy walks off and the New Day comes up to Mysterio and Sergeant Cassidy claps him. Mysterio tells him to take their BS somewhere else. Kofi Kingston asks if Mysterio will have his crew attack them. Is that what a locker room leader does? Mysterio says being a locker room leader is shutting down their massive egos. They're feeling froggy. He'll jump on one of his partners. The New Day would make fun of the other members of the LWO. Says they'll see Mysterio and his crew soon. Next, Io Sky makes her entrance. Hi. Commercial break. Houston, Texas has hosted WrestleMania 7, the 2020 Royal Rumble, the 1989 Royal Rumble, and 16 Monday Night Raws. They show signs of the night. A little video. Then we see this next match here, the semifinal match. Main event. Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament semifinal match. Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyrie. The bell rings and they circle the ring before locking up. Lyra Valkyrie takes Sky to the down and attacks the arm. Lyra Valkyrie hits the headlock takeover, but Sky grapevines the head. Sky hits a headlock takeover, but Valkyrie grapevines the head. Sky soon wrenches the arm and sends her to the corner, but Valkyrie puts the brakes on. They counter each other before Valkyrie rolls her up for a 2 count. Valkyrie blocks the roll up and sits on Sky for a 2 count. Valkyrie applies a side headlock and drop kicks Sky down. Dakota Kai is shown watching this matchup in a luxury suite. Valkyrie applies a pendulum submission before dropping her down, and Valkyrie stands on her knees, and Valkyrie drives them into the mat. Valkyrie hits a wrecking ball drop kick to the floor, and Sky puts Sky back in the ring. Valkyrie goes for a Northern Lights hit suplex, but Sky gets out. Hold on a second. Dropped a little bit of something. 1 second. Yeah, I dropped something. There we go. Back. Okay. The Dakota Kai is shown watching this matchup in a luxury suite. Valkyrie applies a pendulum submission before dropping her down. Valkyrie stands on her knees and drives them to the mat. Valkyrie hits a wrecking drop kick ball to the floor and puts Sky back in the ring. Valkyrie goes for another light suplex, but Sky gets out. Sky boots her back and goes for the second rope. Valkyrie quickly cuts her off and hits a dragon screw off the ropes. Then we go commercial break, picture-in-picture commercial break. Valkyrie continues the attack on Sky's knees, hobbles around the ring. Valkyrie lifts her, but Sky fights out of the Valkyrie fights out. Valkyrie takes her down by the injured leg and stretches it. Sky rolls her over and boots her away before rolling her up for a 2 count. Valkyrie soon takes her down and applies a high angle single leg crab. Valkyrie releases the hold and holds her over and hits a knee breaker. Sky kicks and punches Valkyrie back and hobbles around. Sky falls to her knee as she throws her forearm. They try strikes from their knees. Valkyrie blocks a kick. And the stupid thing driving me crazy. Keeps on freezing up. Hate that shit. The officials talk Drew McIntyre down and he agrees to leave the ring. They accompany hours away, but McIntyre turns the charges down the ring. McIntyre floors Uso the vicious Claymore kick and tells Uso he is next. McIntyre leaves the ring and backs up the aisleway. The officials check Uso in the ring. Oh, wait. What am I reading? Sorry. What am I reading? Sorry about that. I'm reading what I read earlier. Trying to see the the bell. Yeah, here it is. The semifinals match for Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyrie. The bell rings and they circle around the ring before locking up. Valkyrie takes Sky down and detects the arm. Valkyrie hits a headlock takeover, but Sky grapevines the head. Sky hits a headlock takeover, but Valkyrie grapevines the head. Sky soon wrenches the arm and sends her into the corner. But Valkyrie puts the brakes on. They counter each other before Valkyrie rolls her up for a 2 count. Valkyrie blocks her for a roll up and sits on Sky for a 2 count. Valkyrie applies a side headlock and dropkicks Sky down. Dakota Kai is shown watching this matchup from Luxury Suite. Valkyrie applies a pendulum submission before dropping her down. Valkyrie stands on her knees and drives them into the mat. Valkyrie hits a wrecking ball dropkick into the floor and puts Sky back in the ring. Valkyrie goes for a Northern Light suplex. Sky gets out, but Sky boots her to the back and goes for a second rope. Valkyrie quickly cuts her off and hits a dragon screw off the ropes. And we go to commercial break, picture-in-picture commercial break. Valkyrie continues to attack Sky's knees. Sky hobbles around the ring. Valkyrie lifts her, but Sky fights out. Valkyrie takes her down by the injured leg and stretches it. Sky rolls her over and boots on her in the back before rolling her up for a 2 count. Valkyrie soon takes her down and applies a higher angle single leg grab. Valkyrie reaches the hole over and hits a knee breaker. Sky kicks and punches Valkyrie around. Valkyrie hobbles around. Sky falls to her knee, and she throws a forearm. They trade strikes from their knees. Valkyrie blocks a kick and goes for a German suplex with Sky elbows out. Then they wipe each other out with stereos running cross body blocks. Back from the break, both men are down. Sky ducks a kick and hits a pair of clotheslines followed by a drop kick. Sky hits a running back elbow and pushes Valkyrie down. Sky goes for a top rope and hits a missile drop kick for a near fall, but Sky heads back to the top rope. Valkyrie attacks her from behind. Valkyrie stands on her second rope and puts Sky on her shoulders. Sky slips and tries for a sunset flip powerbomb, but Valkyrie flips out of it. Valkyrie hits a vicious drop kick into the corner, but Valkyrie falls over the 280 DOT before transiting into a fisherman suplex for a near fall. Valkyrie cannot believe it. Dakota Kai continues to watch this match from the Sky box anxiously. Sky slides off Valkyrie's shoulders and hits a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Valkyrie gets out of the move and connects with a spinning heel kick. Valkyrie hits a spinning neck breaker, and for a near fall, Valkyrie sets up Sky and heads to the top rope. Sky cuts her off. The crowd chants, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Sky climbs to the ropes and hits a wild victory roll off the ropes. 1-2, Valkyrie kicks out. Sky is stunned. Sky goes to the top rope and hits a moonsault block to the floor on Valkyrie. Sky gets Valkyrie in the ring and connects with a bullet train knee in the corner. Sky goes to the top rope over the moonsault, but she lands on her feet. When Valkyrie moves, they do a few standing switches before Sky executes on a O'Connell roll. 1-2, Valkyrie kicks out and counters into a pin. 1-2-3. Valkyrie wins the final wrestling match of Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. Win by pinfall, Lyra Valkyrie. The 2 weeks and on the second Raw on Netflix, Lyra Valkyrie battled Dakota Kai in the finals of the Women's Championship Intercontinental Championship match. I'm going with Lyra on this one. Then we see a video of Roman Reigns versus Souls Yoken in Tribal Combat match next Monday on the first Raw on Netflix. In the arena, Seth freaking Rollins makes his entrance. He'll go face to face with CM Punk next. CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins go face to face. Back from the final break of 2024 on the final Raw on the USA Network, Seth freaking Rollins welcomes the crowd to Monday Night Raw tonight on the last episode of Monday Night Raw in 2024 on the USA Network. Rollins wants to go out with a bang, go over to 2025 with a bang. 1 week from tonight, the biggest fight in their sport, 10 years in the making. The voice of the voiceless takes on the visionary. The second city, St. Mangles, the Monday Night Messiah. The self-proclaimed best in the world versus the real best in the world. It'll be CM Punk going one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. After next week, you know where you can find him. Rollins will be on Raw and Monday, and after the Monday after that, he'll be fighting in this ring because that's what he does best. If things don't go CM Punk's way, what will he do? Maybe he'll cry about it, whine about it, take 10 years off, take his ball and go home. Man, his attitude towards CM Punk, man. Damn. CM Punk's music hits and he comes out to a big ovation. Punk doesn't make any of his normal gestures during his entrance. Quietly makes his way to the ring and gets in. Punk grabs a microphone and stares at his opponent. A week from tonight on Netflix, Punk took his ball and went home. That's the most important industry cliche. And bootlicker he's heard. What paragon of virtue gave Rollins that? Who originally said that? Trying to turn the people against the boys. Did Stone Cold Steve Austin takes his ball and go home? Punk hasn't seen the man around here in a while. Did she take her ball and go home? Rollins tells the 15,000 strong in Houston that Punk abandoned them. In reality, Rollins wants to cry about it because Punk abandoned him. Punk was sick and tired of this place. Rollins stayed and ate it. Punk has no regrets. And he doesn't want to talk about the last 10 years and wants to talk about the last 10 months. How is his neck and knee? How Rollins big inside? He saw Big Bronson hit him with 6 diamonds. How is Rollins' pride? Because he didn't get revenge on Reed. Punk broke Reed's ankles at War Games. Rollins laughs and motions that Reed broke his ankles coming off the cage. Punk says he believes in himself. Rollins is a self-professed martyr. Punk came back and he said he came back here for money, not friends. Next week he will be a boatload of cash, making Rollins the victim so he so badly wants to be. Punk calls him little brother. Rollins laughs. That little brother crap isn't going to work anymore for him. The difference between Punk and everyone else that left is that they actually did leave. His wife taking a break to raise a kid, which Punk would know nothing about. Punk is infuriated. That was too far. Way too far. Stone Cold Steve Austin said leaving was the biggest mistake he ever made. Austin understands change. Punk wanted this place to die with the echoes of his name. Punk went on his buddy's podcast to try to tear this place down. Then he took a chunk of change to join the competition. How did that work out for Punk? The crowd is shocked. Punk wants to call Rollins a martyr, but he's never felt ashamed of what he did. Rollins fought and stayed. That's how revolutions are made, not by cowards who abandon their families. Now Punk wants to come back and wave the flag with the rest of them. No way, Punk can't brother him anymore because Rollins is a big brother. Punk will take another 10 years after January 6, 2025, but it's because Rollins made the decision for him. Punk says you can recognize the pioneers because of the arrows on their backs. Punk was one of the first through the wall and got bloody for it. Rollins said Rollins wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Punk. Punk's loved the place, but he worked at, but he hated the guy in charge. That guy loved Rollins. In situations where Rollins should have had his back, all he did was shoot arrows into it. Then Punk leaves and Rollins loved Rollins in situations where Rollins should have had his back. Or he did shoot arrows into it. Then Punk leaves. Rollins shows his true colors by stabbing Roman Reigns in the back. Now he's dressed like an idiot, trying to play the victim in a situation he created. The arrows will kill weak people, and Greeks will find a way to march forward. Punk got too far and reach to the arrows can reach him. Punk pulled those arrows out for 7 years. The crowd, mostly during Rollins' television time, crowd chanting his name. Punk would be dead, but he's not. The arrow throwers are mad. Next week, those arrows that were supposed to do with him and carries to this day. He will come to Netflix with a fistful of arrows and jam them down CM Punk, down Rollins' corporate throat. The CM Punk chant fires up. Rollins says he's never did this to CM Punk's face. Once upon a time, Punk was a pioneer. Now he's a cancer to the locker room. Rollins' brain in this business. Cancer does not cure itself. The only way to defeat is to cut it out. In 1 week, Punk can bring this arrows, and Rollins will bring his eyes of fire and heart full of rage and hate, and angrily burn Punk to the ground. They angrily stare down each other's eyes as the final Raw on USA Network ends. Yeah, CM Punk says just like CM Punk's. Seth Rollins, freaking Rollins is interesting. Burn it down. That's why he says burn it. That's why he says burn Punk to the ground. Well, let's see. Will Rollins burn it down next Monday on new Raw on Netflix? Will CM Punk Rollins burn it down, or will CM Punk freeze it? We'll see it. All I can say is this: thank you, USA Network. Thank you for all you've done for Monday Night Raw, 1993. 1993. Since 1993 to 2024, you started the show since 1993, and then you left the show, left USA Network for 2000 for moved to the Spike TV. Then in 2000, the Spike TV is now then formed new TNN. Then it's called the Spike TV, now called Paramount Network. Then you came back to the USA Network 2005. And now you leave us again this year for his new home for next year, Netflix. Thank you, USA Network. All I can say is the show was terrible. I don't think 2025 will be a good year for WWE. Trust me, I believe it won't. I know how WWE has what WWE is capable of. We all know that this Friday, January the 3rd, U.S. Network is moving Raw on SmackDown will be 3 hours, 8 p.m. to 11, 8 to 11. You believe that? 8 to 11, 3 hours, three to 11. And I'll be damned. I say this is somehow a good conclusion, somehow a good conclusion to USA Network's tenure on US Network. Sometimes unfathomable that Raw will no longer be found on USA aside of run from TNN, Spike TV, Paramount Network in the early 2000s. Has always been on this channel since '93. So that's it. That wraps it up. My little review. Now it's time for something I like to do. It's time for hold on a second. See what it's time for. See what it's time for. Hold on a second. See.
Life doesn't always go
Hold on a second. It's time for the Justin's time of all of sports, wrestling, sports, and all that stuff, etc., etc. Get down to business. Let's see. Let's go to Saturday, 28th, December 28th, and I'm going to give you goals to yesterday's and today's. Let's see. Okay. Last Saturday would have been a happy 60th or happy 70th birthday to Lenny Poffo, brother of the late Macho Man Randy Savage, the father of Angelo Poffo. Courtney Taylor turned 40 last Saturday. Courtney Taylor. And let's see. Okay, December 20th, 1984, promoted the World Wrestling Federation, WWE, World's Worst Wrestling Entertainment. MSG show, Madison Square Garden, Bruce the Barber BK defeated Special Delivery Jones. Salvatore Blemon defeated Johnny Rise. Antonio Inoki defeated David Schultz, Dr. David Schultz, pinfall for the WWE, for WWF, WWE martial arts title. The Junkyard Dog defeated Paul Kelly. The Cobra defeated Black Tiger 1 in the WWF Junior Heavyweight title change there. Jimmy Superfly Snuka and the Tonga Kid, was Rikishi's brother, and Bob Orton Jr. and Hot Rod Roddy Piper fought in a draw, double disqualification. Mike Rotunda, who knows IRS, Erna Shyster, defeated the late French wrestler Rene Goulet. I think he's French Canadian Rene Goulet, but in the storyline, he was from France, Paris, France. I think. Let me see. Yeah, it's true. He's French Canadian, late Rene Goulet. Adrian Adonis defeated Dick Murdoch. Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch and Jack Briscoe and the Briscoe brothers fought in a draw, double countout for the WWF WWE tag team titles. Barry Windham defeated Mr. Fuji, and Hulk Hogan defeated the Iron Sheik to retain the WWE title. Let's see. Now let's go to yesterday's December the 29th. Okay, yesterday was the 1 year anniversary. We lost two wrestler legends, Killer Kama Abdominal Affection, and Curtis Chapman. So I know what he died of. He died Curtis Chapman. He was an English wrestler. And yesterday was a happy 64th birthday to Mark Madden. Will Maximo turned 30. How was he? 30. Hold on. 30. 32 yesterday. See. And yesterday, AWA in Denver, also in Denver, Colorado. Ivan Komolov defeated Butch Levy. Mighty Igor Vodig defeated Pat Patterson. God rest his soul. Dick Bruiser and Wilbur Snyder. And Harley Race and Larry the Axe Henning fought in the draw. 2 out of 3 falls tag team match. Hold on a second, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I said, Vern Gagne defeated, yeah, I said, yeah, mentioned other match. Vern Gagne defeated Mad Dog Vachon by DQ 2 out of 3 falls match, AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Then, let's see. And on this day in 2004, a movie was released in theaters nationwide called Good Company, starring Dennis Quaid, Topher Grace, and Scarlett Johansson with a romantic comedy. And on this day in 2014, John Cena is intimidated by Seth Rollins to bring back the authority back. As to close out in that WWE Monday Night Raw 2014. Yeah. Now let's go to December. Today's rest of his birthday is December 30th. On this day in 2014, we lost Sonny Warcloud. I have no idea who he is. Yeah, he's a Mexican wrestler from NWA. And on this happy birthday today's a happy 34th birthday to Ray Phoenix. Today's a happy 41st birthday to Eddie Edwards. Okay, and on this day, on this day in 1984, Green Bay House Show, Wisconsin, AWA, Browns, Corinthians Memorial Arena in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Billy Robinson and Steve Drago fought in a draw. The Z-Man Tom Zink defeated Rick Renslow. Nick Bockwinkel defeated Kurt Hennig. Stan Lane and Steve Kern and the Crusher defeated Mr. Saito, Nick Bockwinkel, and Steve Regal in a 6-person tag match. Jerry Blackwell defeated Sheik at 9. Al Cassidy in a Lights Out match. And on this day in 2004, in the final SmackDown of 2004, there was a Night of Champions. New Orleans, Louisiana. U.S. title match. John Cena defeated Rene Dupree. And WWE title match. JBL defeated Shannon Moore to retain his WWE title, and it was announced that Keel Long booked on JBL in the WWE title match against Kurt Angle at Royal Rumble 2005. Kurt Angle says SmackDown needs a role model for a champion who will not see people like him. Theodore Long adds it will be a triple threat match, including the Big Show. So it's Kurt Angle. So it's JBL defending his WWE title against the Big Show and Kurt Angle. Then we'll see the in-ring segment with The Undertaker and Heidenreich. Then we'll see a little cruiserweight title match. Funaki versus Spike Dudley. Funaki defeated Spike Dudley. Then we'll see a tag team title match. Rey Mysterio and RVD versus Booker T and Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio and RVD win this incredible match to retain their SmackDown their tag team titles. And see what else. And WWE main event on this year, 2014, on final main event, WWE final main event of 2014. Charlotte Flair defeated Sasha Banks. Tyler O'Neil defeated Justin Gabriel. The Usos defeated Gold and Stardust. And we see a little peep show. Edge and Christian talking about Edge and Christian peep show with Adam Rose as the guest. And that's it. Now it's time for something I like to do. End up show with a little bit of song called "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan, 1995 movie Brothers with Old, starring Edward Burns, which he directed the movie, starred and directed, wrote and starred. Yeah, it's called "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan. Now the reason why I'm playing this song for all of you because it's for all the celebrities that we lost this year. Since we're heading up to a new year, 2025, I wonder what that'll be. I don't like Donald Trump being back in the White House and all that shit. It's really, really stupid. I mean, it's 2014. I'll be saying, I don't know why, if it hits 2025, I'll be saying, I don't know why Donald Trump's back in the White House. It's 2025, not 2016. It's unbelievable, stupid. So I'm going to play this song for all of you tonight and close out the show in 2005, 2014. Well, "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan, for songs for all the celebrities we lost this year. Carl Weathers, Louis Gossett Jr., so many celebrities we lost, man. They'll be severely missed. Greg Gumbel, President Jimmy Carter, and Linda Lavin from TV's Alice. They all be missed. As a late Chad Henshaw said, "Let dress up like Chubby Checker, dance, sing like Lionel Richie, dance like James Brown." Like they get in the hot, someone would say like they get in the hot tub, let me sweat, let me dry, let me wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing the impression of Saturday Night Live, doing the impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live back in the early 80s. So I grew up. I grew up in the 90s, not the 80s, because I saw reruns of Saturday Night Live on Comedy Central. I grew up reruns of the 80s, old school 80s Saturday Night Live when I was little. So this song is for all of them that we lost. So close out the show. "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan. for all the celebrities we lost. Play this song for all of you. So I hope all you have a good night. So I hope all have a good night. This song's for all the celebrities we lost this year, 2014, 2024. And this song is for all. Rest in peace to all the celebrities lost. And this is the song. Here's a song to close out with tonight. I Will Remember You by Sarah and Connor for all the celebrities we lost this year. So hope all of you have a good night. Hope all of you have a happy new year. Have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Let your life pass you by. So tired, can't see. Standing on the edges, funny how it feels so much. I cannot say screaming inside. So afraid of you, afraid to the past that doesn't change. Once there was a